Hey everybody, Chris O'Rourke here, metal artist. I was inspired last night by a good friend of mine named Mike Wallen to go ahead and do a live. Never done this before, so please bear with me. Get a little nervous on camera, even though it's just a phone pointing at me. That happens all the time. A couple months ago, a good friend of mine, Mike Payton, who I used to buy metal from in Southern California, who has transferred to, or moved I should say, to Denver, Colorado, works for a company by the name of Brown Strauss Steel. One of their suppliers that gives metal to them, I'd like to leave that person anonymous and that manufacturing company anonymous for the time being, because I know this is a little thing for them. But one of their suppliers took them on a vacation, and Mike decided he wanted to do something really special for the owner of this company. I was honored that Mike thought of me, and he called me, and after a little bit of deliberation back and forth, we came up with the idea of doing something that had a reminiscent of the Brown Strauss Steel company logo as a picture frame that they were going to put a group photo in from everybody that was on this vacation trip with this gentleman that hosted, and just in an effort to give him something that he just can't go down to the store and buy, because apparently he can do that whenever he wants. So this is the Brown Strauss Steel company logo. And as you can see, there's a couple of different colors and lots of angles and lots of fun stuff. The gentleman that we're trying to appease and give this gift to makes structural steel in both square and round, and I believe some other configurations as well. So what I came up with a little bit of creative artistic license, is this layout here. And as you can see, there's 45-degree corners on both ends here, and that will be where we have a color change. And we're not going to paint this. So it's basically going to be sitting like this. But obviously, as a picture frame, it will be tilted up like this, and then you'll have the images of all the people in here. So what I did is I cut enough material to build two in case I messed up, because it's always easier to do that. But as a picture frame leans on a table, I wanted this to lean. And if you were to just take a piece of square tubing and lean it back, you can see that part of this is off of the bench, and it could get very unstable. So on the one that I actually did, I removed this 5/16 inch strip, clamped it, re-welded that, so that now I have 100% contact with that bottom leg of the square tubing, but I have a little bit of lean back in my picture frame. So here's how this lays out. Is basically, again, this gentleman, he makes other tubing other than square, so I wanted to incorporate more than just square, and I wanted to incorporate some round in as well. And so again, this is what I kind of came up with, and forgive me, I don't have this all laid out the way I probably should have, but again, first time going live, so should be fun. Something like this. This one's probably like that. This one, I believe, is over here. I have to put something there to keep that from rolling away, because that's what round tubing does, right? It's in the neighborhood of something like that. I don't know if you can get a shot of that, but that's kind of what we were after. So I've actually come a little ways on this, and here I'm getting a call, but we're going to ignore that. So one of the interesting things and things that I like to do, and you can see by the way this clamp is holding this piece on here, that I do have a very, very good lean on this piece. And again, that is because of that removal of that little section of the back of the square leg. But what I've got here is I took a piece and I'm tapering this. So at this seam, from here all the way to the seam in this other lower corner here, this is all going to be brushed. The round tubing will all be brushed stainless. I feel like brushed stainless, again, if this is the way this logo is sitting, brushed stainless is going to match that gray a little bit better. And in my personal opinion, reflective stainless matches blue better, just because it typically is going to reflect sky, or it has the opportunity, I should say, to reflect sky. So from here to here is going to be all polished stainless. And of course, when this is all said and done, this will all be sanded down and it'll all button up real nice. But you can see I've already got a lot of the weld finishing done on a lot of these angles. And this is just kind of some of the stuff that I do. So I would love it if you could come back and see what I'm gonna do with this all finished. And again, I wanna say thank you to Mike Payton for thinking of me. And I hope this leads to more things. And I also want to say thank you to Mike Wallen for inspiring me to do this today. I hope you bared with me okay, and I'm sorry about fumbling on stuff, but have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.